We just got back from our first princess cruise. I'm torn. I'm completely torn about recommending this cruise line. I'll explain why a little bit more when we get to the casino section. Let's start the ship tour, and then at the end, I'll tell you how much it costs.
Valerie, Kyle Travel Channel.
We got an interior cabin, and after going through my nightmare on Quantum of the Seas, where we were directly below the pool, I thought, oh no. I looked at where our cabin was, and it was directly under the pool. It was directly under the pool deck, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be terrible. And it wasn't. It actually was very pleasant. The only times when it was loud were like when you're doing a sail away party and they're playing music, they had a DJ. So we actually got this cruise because we got an email, this was in 2025, that we could get a free cruise certificate if we stayed for 2 nights, 2 specific nights in Vegas. And so we went. We stayed at the Excalibur. That trip was comped. The stay was comped, and we got a cruise certificate. So I say free because you have to pay taxes and port fees. That is the way it is on 99% of the cruises. Typically, there's only one cruise line that we've been on where you don't have to pay that. So one thing we immediately noticed that is different about this ship and Princess versus like Royal and Carnival are the amount of options you have for movies and TV, movies specifically. So we've been on so many ships where the movies are $10 to rent and you get them for 24 hours. They have so many different categories. Back to the 80s, comedy, documentary, drama, fantasy and sci-fi, horror, independent film, kids and family, musicals and concerts, romance. There are so many options and they're included. They're included. One of the first things that are so different are the medallions. So on Princess, you have your little medallions. You don't have a card that you either hold on to, like tap on the door, or you put in to open it. You have medallions, and then on the outside of the door they had people's pictures. We didn't really like that. I like that kind of weirded us out that you could see pictures of the people staying in the cabin. The medallions, so you'd be walking down the hallway, and then before you even get to your door, it is unlocked and waiting for you. It did take us a minute to get used to. By the end, it didn't bother us so much. It's just very different. Going on deck 5, we have the spa. We have the beauty salon, Italian restaurant, international cafe, guest services, symphony dining room, shore excursion desks, some shops, the Irish pub, and the future cruise and loyalty. Let's take a walk. So deck 5 forward, we have the spa. I'm not going to get any services this time, so I won't go in. I lied. I did go to the spa. I didn't have any intentions of going because the ship spas are so expensive, but on the second to last day, we got an offer delivered that said like, hey, here's the spa prices. And they were actually what I would normally pay, or pretty close to what I would normally pay at home. And so I decided to book a massage. It actually was really great. No upselling, no nothing, super relaxing. So just past guest services, we have O'Malley's, which is the Irish restaurant. Not restaurant. It's an Irish bar, and it does look really nice. I think it's very pretty here. One of the things that is super nerdy, but I was dying to go, was the spoons class. And that is an Irish spoon. So it's like wooden spoons that are hooked together. And then they kind of taught you how to keep with the beat. There was someone playing guitar, and then another guy was like singing, and it was so much fun. We had a great time. We were like just having a ball playing the spoons, and it was so packed. The whole area was packed.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now the way return home with golden gray star. I've been a wild rover for many years.
across from O'Malley's is going to be your international cafe where you can get little snacks. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I forgot I was going to mention this. Let me show you the candy store in Deck 5. That's all of 5. That took me all of 5 seconds. So we'll check out 6 after this. Oh, I'm on 5 because I have a dance class. I did it. I went to a dance class. I went to Zumba. It was fantastic. They offered it a handful of times throughout the cruise. 100% would recommend. On Deck 6, we have Alfredo's Pizzeria, Allegro Dining Room, Bellini's Bar Lounge, Concerto Dining Room, Fine Arts Gallery, Grand Casino, Princess Theater, the lower level, Captain's Arcade, and the Double Down Bar, which is the non-smoking. For the dining options, you had 3 different dining options, 3 different dining rooms. Concerto, that's going to be your walk-ins. So you get in line and you wait until they give you a table. You have the Allegro, which is going to be your my time dining, but it does have a reservation and it's just not a set same time every day. And so that was ours. And then you have the Symphony, which is going to be every single day like normal. You just have your set table, you have your set people. And we were going to do a walk-in one night and the line was so long. So I went on the app and I just rescheduled the dining time in our normal dining room, which was like the my time, anytime dining. And I was able just to move it up so that we got seated in 20 minutes. So I actually really like that you could go on, you could reschedule, and you didn't have to get into the walk-in dining. We did get to go to the Concerto dining room for tea time. We're heading into the casino, and this is where I say I am torn on whether or not to recommend Princess Cruises because it truly depends on what you're looking for. So I typically look at things through a casino lens, and that's where But if I look at it through just a pure experience lens, I had a great time on the ship. There's no frills, there's no slides. It's not catering towards kids, but it's not unfriendly to families. And everything was just really, really great. There were so many shows. There's always something to do. We did the spoons class that I showed you. Next week, I'm going to show you the Princess Live Theater and what those shows were like. I'm going to show you the main theater, and then you're going to see what those shows are like. Everything was really, really great. And actually, one of the performers that I like the most, the Mighty Quinn, I'll show you him next week. I laughed so hard during his show. It was fantastic. So from a pure cruise perspective, we had a great time. I 100% recommend going on a Princess Cruise. Through a casino lens, I would not go on a cruise with Princess if you're looking to get more offers and kind of keep it going. I just wouldn't. So on Princess, so we're on a 7-day cruise, and on Royal 7-day cruises, right? We've experienced both. The Royal offers when you're cruising and you're playing in the casino for the next offer that you can earn through the casino. It starts at 1,500 points on Royal for an interior. On Princess, it starts at 3,000. And it just goes up from there. So I ended up with 6,300 points on the Princess Cruise. Kyle had 8,000. That only put us at 2 future interior rooms. I would get 100 free play on the next one. He would get 400 free play. And you know what? We just let those offers expire. And that sounds crazy, I know. We can get such better deals on other cruise lines that it doesn't make sense for us to keep like trying to earn cruises when they make it infinitely more difficult to do so on Princess. And the other thing that I almost lost it about was on our cruise, our final day was a sea day. And your points do not accumulate on the final sea day on Princess. I don't know why. I don't know if that's standard. Like I said, this was our first one, but you're telling me that I'm on a 8-day cruise, right? Where the 7th day is the final sea day, and my points stop accumulating the previous day. And I heard him announce it once or twice, but I could see people probably playing thinking that they're going to accumulate points because they missed the very tiny announcement that was made. And also, why does it stop accumulating the last day? That I guess I want to know. I'm curious about that. If anyone knows, tell me. I would love to know. All right, how to get a cruise on your cruise. You have to earn 5,000 points and you get an interior and $100 free play. That is the minimum. Holy moly. So we have the VIP casino. This is going to be the non-smoking, which is in the double down. There's not a lot going on. So we have a couple machines over here, couple machines over here, and then some over in this corner. It is so open, it's crazy. We're so used to like casinos, like the last one we were on was completely packed, like completely insane. And there's so much space in this one. So then on this side of the non-smoking casino, there's tons of places to sit and the bar. So through the non-smoking casino is the smoking casino. When you leave the non-smoking casino, to the left, before you hit the Princess Theater, is the Captain's Arcade. I don't know how many people have been in here or are in here. It is very small because this is not not the audience really for an arcade, if I'm being honest. Okay. So just through the non-smoking casino, the bar is the Princess Theater. That's where all the shows have been, and I think this is probably my favorite theater because there's no pillars. We've done 5 and 6. On deck 7, we have the Catch, which is one of the restaurants, Crown Grill, a restaurant, Princess Photo Gallery, Sushi Bar, restaurant, Princess Live Cafe, Princess Live Theater, shops, and the Vista Lounge. The shops are quite busy because it's windy out. So they have a couple different watch shops, more watches. Okay, so we have the Princess Live Cafe, which is just down from the shops, right next to the Princess Live Theater, where they have tons of shows. Tons. So just down from the Princess Live is the Crown Grill Bar and Restaurant. So this is going to be one of the specialty restaurants. But the interesting thing about the restaurants is that like they're all open. They're all kind of out instead of being in a separate area. Very interesting. Deck 16, we're headed to the Lido. So we have Alfredo Slice, Salty Dog Cafe. What are you doing?
A mustache hair in my mouth.
Fountain Pool Bar. Seawalk, Seaview Bar, Marketplace, Wakeview Bar. Lots of bars, lots of food. Here's the dang Marketplace, everybody's favorite spot. And I hate it. Brad sign. If this isn't freaking cute, I mean, look at that pineapple dragon. Well, that's pleasant. All right, what's back here? Wind. More outside eating. Just past, you walk through the marketplace to the back of the ship. There is a nice bar where you can order a drink and look outside. I do think that this area is actually very nice. It looks really relaxing. Big View Bar. That's what it's called. Through the marketplace.
Slow up, sweetie.
Who, me? Through the marketplace is going to be the Lido. We're on the Lido deck. Next to the Salty Dog Cafe is Alfredo Slice, my favorite. And they had a little thing that said it was voted the best pizza at sea. And gosh dang it, that pizza was good. I think we went almost every day to get like fresh made pizza. The crust was amazing. And I'm talking about the gluten-free crust specifically, but Kyle also had the regular pizza. We ate it quite often. And you know what? Out of all the ships we've been on, that was the best pizza at sea. I mean, this is it. So we have the pool, another pool, the Fountain View pool. There's like hot tubs and stuff too. But finishing out deck 16 below, marketplace, more food back here, pools in the middle. That's it. We're on 17 now. Let's go check it out. Really cool. The world map made of tiny photos. How fun is this? Wow. All the things. Continuing back around, so you make a loop, go through, and you come back out, heading back out onto the Lido. I forgot to mention that's where the big screen is. Here's a better view. So we have a pool, lounging deck, and then the Fountain View pool, which looks at the screen. And then over here, we have the back of the ship. If you don't want to be around any of the crazy music or if it's too loud out there, there's still plenty of loungers all over the ship actually. It's like really packed in the middle, but over here, still places to sit. This is the weirdest thing to me, is the fitness center location. But let's check it out. Our favorite artwork on the ship. We spin it every day for good luck. Here's the putt-putt. It is so small.
Once we're all clear,
It is so small. This is it. I don't know. Not a priority. This is it. The whole putt-putt, nothing but the putt-putt. Now let's look at how much we spent on our Princess cruise, our first one. We have another one coming up and we'll be headed to Alaska. I can't wait for that one. What do you think? Would you go on Princess? Have you gone on Princess? Do you love the casino program? Hate the casino program? Do you think I'm totally wrong? Let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next trip.